I said, skirt all niggas, skirt up all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than. I said, skirt all niggas.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. You see by the picture and the title who we'll be talking about today. Not to mention the thumbnail. So recently, the Jacksons of Atlanta put up a video talking about discipline and their children. It was actually a video on the Twins channel. And again, it was them giving you insight on discipline for their kids. Now, first, I'd like to say that I do think that they have well-mannered children. I think that they have some sweet little babies. And regardless to the level of discipline that they definitely aren't as active as a lot of boys can be. Now, as you all know, Justin, which is the oldest of all the kids, actually has Alzheimer's. Not Alzheimer's, Lord have mercy. He has autism. I'm sorry. He has autism. So sometimes kids that have autism do tend to have behavioral issues. I mean, it just kind of is what it is when it comes to that. Sometimes they do. And he does exhibit a little bit of not an issue with behavior necessarily, but he definitely there's a difference in him and how he acts. You know, in comparison to his siblings, that is something that you definitely can notice there. But again, like I said, that doesn't mean that he just necessarily has discipline issues. He just acts a little different is all. With that being the case, it does make a difference though. I mean, when it comes to when you see, his behavior in comparison to his siblings. Um, they talked about when they discipline their kids, on people who act a certain kind of way. They don't let their children around cursing and things of this nature. Now, to be perfectly honest, I don't think that really amounts to the same thing. And let me tell you why I say that. Um, your kids are going to take on uh, who they're reared to be. So the part on them saying, "Oh, well, we don't let our kids around a certain type of people," really is has nothing to do with it. Prime example: when he had this conversation and when he continued to talk, Justin had to. Well, first of all, let me make this observation. He was consistently holding his son, Justin, the twin. Um, and what people fail to realize is having control of a person is a lot different than uh, basically having discipline or instilling discipline. For you to hold him and keep him a certain way was just you keeping him a certain way. That has nothing to do with his level of discipline. But for you to have a level of discipline over them, then that's that situation. And like I said, it wasn't a situation of discipline necessarily. It was just the fact that he was holding Justin and Justin couldn't move. That is not the same as discipline because if he was, so astutely disciplined in spite of his issues with autism, he wouldn't have moved, period, whether he was holding him or not. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, they are not the worst parents, quite naturally. nor are they perfect parents. None of us are perfect parents. So, with that being said, one situation has nothing to do with another. I do think that some of the things that they said are good tips when it comes to rearing a child, but again, it still has nothing to do with the subject that they actually spoke on. So I just wanted to bring that not only to you guys' attention, but just say that basically there's a difference there, you know? Again, I don't think they're the worst parents, but I also don't think that they're the best. And I do think that they exhibit on their channel a lot of neglectful behavior. Um, you know, they definitely put themselves first, which is a trait that most parents that you will say are good parents don't do that when it comes to their kids. They always make sure that their kids are well taken care of, and they also um, put their kids first. So, with that being said, it's the same with these two parents. They put themselves first. They do not put their kids first. And although they have some cute little babies, I think that they have a lot of room for improvement. Now, I can't tell you what a perfect parent is because there's no such thing. But I definitely know that at the age of 4 years old, they're not teaching their kids to retain. They're teaching their kids to copy. Marcel can copy anything that they tell him. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're teaching him to be an individual and to think on his own. Same with Justin. Same with any of the other kids. They know how to be a part of a pair. They know how to sit there, recite, and look like, "Hello, it's sunny all day long." Things of this nature, but that's not teaching them how to um, answer a question, how to think on his own, cognitive reasoning, how to develop thought processes, how to develop hypotheses, work it out, and solve a problem. Math, how to count. Now, they are working on days of the week. At 4 years old, I'm not sure if that's something that you would know. But like I said, even with a child with autism, I mean, there are certain things they won't learn. There are certain things they will learn, and there are ways that most autistic kids excel um, above normal kids. These kids do not exhibit the traits as they are stating. They are teaching their kids to repetitively tell you information. Their kids are definitely cute, so they have that cute factor. But there's no wow factor. They're not doing anything that other 4 year olds aren't doing. So I hate to say it like this, but it's not anything special in regards to these kids. And that's unfortunate for the parents because I believe that they're actually setting their kids back. And it's unfortunate for the kids because it could definitely make them, um, when it comes to learning, I think they're going to be behind the curve of their peers because they don't teach them how to retain and how to know things. They teach them how to copy and do, but not retain and know, if you understand my meaning there. So, like I said, I just wanted to do a quick video on that. If you do look at the video, you will see to where Justin was really holding his son. Now, there were a few times that he said to him, uh, excuse me, I'm talking." But he did have to repeat himself. That's typical behavior dealing with a child that has autism. So, like I said, there's nothing different. There's nothing special when it came to this situation. And unfortunately, the whole point of the video was kind of a moot point because they really didn't bring home the story that they was trying to tell. This is my perception as, just one parent from another. Like I said, they're definitely not the worst parents out there, but they're damn sure not the best. And that's all I really am going to say on the subject. Tell me what you guys think. If you've had the opportunity to look at the video of them talking about the discipline of their kids, please give me your input. What do you think about it? Do you think that there's something excellent? Do you think that there is something there that would exhibit characteristics that others could learn from? Because basically, they said in the video that they were doing a video showing and talking about how they discipline their kids because they're so well behaved and because so many people have requested this video. Do you see that here? If not, what advice would you give them as young parents? I mean, we all can learn something from each other. So tell me what advice you would give. And I will see you guys in the comments. Be sure to like the video. And if you're new here to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Thank you. And have a good day.
I said, skirt, all niggas, skirt up. I said, skirt, all niggas, skirt up, all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me, acting like we wasn't more than. I said, skirt, all niggas, skirt up, all niggas, skirt down, you acting like me.